put the angles on you. It's your boy Champ 3 Live Crew.
It's your boy Lefty.
It's your boy G.
And now we done flipped the sports podcast and then we just turned into a 3 Live Crew podcast.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? This weekend is Father's Day.
Yes, it is.
We are all fathers.
Yes.
So congratulations to you guys for being fathers, upstanding individuals. You dig what I'm saying? You shook my fault. I don't like the way I shook your hand because I didn't know I was trying to go in for that.
Yeah.
So,
You don't
brother,
want it to be soft?
hell nah. Because I'm a father. I give firm handshakes.
Got to.
I don't fuck around.
We gotta do these
No,
too.
hey, so real talk.
Real.
If you fuck up on a hand, excuse me, my fault, mama. If you mess up, I'm sorry. If you mess up on a handshake,
Yeah.
do you start it over again with that person?
Man.
Even if you don't know him?
I would prefer to, though. I would prefer to, man, because it just seems like you got me, like I'm not as manly or something.
Yes.
No, for real.
What
Like
about
if look at if I do
Yes.
this and it's like, oh, dang,
Don't
no,
never
I
do
meant-
that.
I meant it like
Yeah.
this. I
Yeah,
meant it like this.
yeah.
I don't like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I don't like that.
You don't like the reader?
This. I don't like this.
No,
No, but
it's an
how do you-
accident.
Even
No, I'm not going in like this.
Yeah.
It's how the hand hits.
you know how sometimes
that.
how the hand hits like
Yes.
this, like it's like this.
Yes,
It's like,
exactly.
oh no.
Yeah, man.
You just gotta
hate
slide your hand up a little bit more.
And you know what? One thing, a pet peeve of mine is when a guy shakes my hand like this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Soft.
gives me that.
Yeah.
Oh, what's
Nah,
up,
nah,
like,
man.
bro?
Yeah.
What? Like,
And I already have, and this is I'm being vulnerable with the audience, right? I already have small hands, so I'm shaking hands very firm and hard, and if I didn't, I'm doing it again. I don't care if you're new or not.
hey, and he's looking you in the eye like this
My
too.
fault about that. Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
How you doing?
He gonna look you in your eye when he shakes your hand.
How you doing? How you doing?
you got to assert dominance.
Man, especially with this big hands having ass. You got to. I got it. Sometimes I shake your hand. I'm like, hold on, let's start over again because I don't like the way. But speaking of it, you know what I'm saying? We talked about firm handshakes, being fathers.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Hey, man, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all out there, all the outstanding fathers, man.
The actual
All of
fathers,
our,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? All of our fathers. How do you feel about Father's Day?
Well, and I think that's why I kind of wanted to touch base, just because I know amazing fathers, right? Like you're used to hearing, unfortunately, it's what's the word I'm looking for? Not status quo, but it's the misconception that black men can't be fathers, right? But all I know is great black men that are fathers, and I don't think we get enough kudos for doing so. And of course, we don't look for it either. I know us in particular, we're not looking for it because it's something that we just feel like we should be doing.
Right.
But when you look at like Mother's Day, and of course they should be celebrated, but you don't really see any commercials for Father's Day. You don't see deals, or if you do see a deal, it's because you stumbled upon this page, right? And I think it should be more highlighted. Black, white, brown, whatever it is, a good father is a good father, and that shit is important because a good father raises a good human, and the world needs more good humans.
if you were running for any type of, and we'll get into this, I'd vote for you right now.
I appreciate that.
Based off of that.
Congressman.
We gotta throw that
Congress
out.
2029.
We gotta throw the hand claps in there for that. I mean, that was how do you feel about Father's Day, G? You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on it?
Man, I don't know, man. You know, like it's just Father's Day, man. I don't know, man. It's just Father's Day to me. I don't, you know,
And
it's not that big. I
Sorry,
guess,
Champ.
I guess because of the society, and you know, it just makes it seem like it's just Father's Day. So it's not like
Yeah, for sure.
It's not like a big thing for me. But like, I definitely like to Jonas' point, like make sure my father feels special during that day. Try to do stuff for him, and then like with the my like chef page, like shout out to my my winner Cedric Depew.
Hey,
He won the
big Sid.
Father's
Big
Day.
Sid. Yes, sir.
Father's Day, giveaway, shout out to a good father, and then, shout out to another father who, nominated him, and that's Jonah. Jonah nominated him, and, what Jonah said, like, inspired me to be like, dang, like, Sid actually, deserves that.
plate. Yeah,
deserves
for sure.
that. I'm not saying that nobody deserves, I mean, not another person in particular doesn't deserve that word, but I was just like, man, I felt what Jonah was going, saying, so. Shout out to Cedric for Father's Day,
I think that speaks to what you were talking about too, as far as showing more a spotlight, right? A little bit more, right? I think that's what you created, right? For father. So hats off to you on that. I want to give you a shout out too on that. Shout out to the engineer sneezing. That shit was funny as hell to me. My boy Tony, he gonna look back at this and laugh. But anyways, I wanted to give a shout out to you. No, excuse me. I should have participated in that as far as put his hat in right? And I overthought it as far as like, well, that's bro, right?
Yeah.
And so and I was like, but wanted to shout you out, right? I obviously couldn't shout you out because you put it on, right? But I should have put his hat in for that. So that's awesome that you put Say's hat in for that. It's awesome that you put a spotlight on for fathers for that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't have won.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I would
just because it would have been biased, you know.
Biased. And that's why I didn't put his name in there. I didn't think.
Yeah, we do our own thing. We have our own.
We shout out
thing.
each other exactly. For sure. But shout out to the fathers, man. I mean, for sure. The active fathers, you know what I'm saying. We all are important.
Yes,
for sure. We are all important.
I mean, if you're in your kid's life, I feel like as a father, you're important because it's it's imperative for us to do that in general. Like
it is,
for us to have to raise young men, right? To raise young women the right way, that's like really imperative for a father to be in your life.
Yeah, especially for us, bro. Like we have young women. Yeah, still girls, right? Not young women, girls, right?
Young girls,
young girls. You know what I'm saying?
Not little girls.
They'll never be young women, but
not little babies.
Yeah. But you're exactly right.
So just kudos to all the fathers that are just like in their kids' life to some capacity. Even if it's not a lot, just you're in the life. Maybe try a little harder.
Nah, but I mean, like you said, active is active, man.
Yeah,
if you are, calling, seeing, you know what I'm saying, touching base, sending stuff, man. You
paying bills. If y'all owe child support, man, get it together, man. Get it together. Just pay the child support off. You know what I'm saying?
What's that one song, NDRE? Get it together. If you know that song, let me know in the comments. But I mean, shout out to the fathers, man. I for sure, man. I mean, again, shout out to the fathers, man. Yeah. Father's Day feels weird for me sometimes. First of all, I was thinking about it, just not only as a stepfather, right, but now as a father too, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
It definitely hits home now for sure. You feel me?
Yes.
Because my son is with his father during Father's Day, which is dope as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm always supportive of that. I think that's just dope because he's another active father.
For sure.
May have our differences, but active father. Shout out to him for his Father's Day. Mm-hmm. But for me, like you said, for my little girl, it definitely is for real set in stone now. But and then for me, what I look back on, and not to get deep, but my relationship with my father, right? Mm-hmm. Like how I parent is how I wasn't parented. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, right? And I think we all might do that
for sure.
In a sense,
Yep.
right? But for me especially, I Father's Day hits different because I feel in the middle, right? I definitely had a father, so for the people who didn't have a father, who don't have fathers, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, sure, you still had a father, right? But my father, I felt like probably could have been a little bit more active in my life. You know what I'm saying? Understood. So when I do activities with my kids, I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this is where, so Father's Day hits different for me. I still, shout out to my dad, man. It's all love, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Pops for sure.
And I'm thankful.
Always shout out to Pops.
Thankful to have a father.
Yep.
As we all are, you know?
Yep.
Sometimes just Father's Day just hits weird for me too. And then as a stepfather, I put in so much work with my son, because I don't look at him no different. I'm not gonna call him a stepson.
Yep.
But then he be gone. I'm like, fuck, that's my that's my homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For sure.
So it's like, damn,
That's real. That's real.
You know what I'm saying? But Father's Day is dope. We definitely need to be spotlighted for all of these things.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
For sure.
Shout out to the fathers.
Well, I think we just had a mental health fatherhood conversation.
Which are important too.
You know what I'm
Very
saying?
important. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys need mental health therapy. Shout out to Therapist Z.
Yeah, shout out to Therapist Z. Isn't it Mental Health Month
for men? Yeah,
for men. So
is it?
Therapist Z is on it.
This
too.
month is.
Yeah,
I felt like June. I think
that's another.
Therapist Z.
Not really spotlighted.
I think it is. Don't quote us. Don't quote us on that. But I think it is.
If it is, it should be talked. That should be talked about more too. Because man. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think that it is, to your point though, dope as hell seeing hella fathers, because I see a lot of fathers out here doing their thing amongst our group, of course, right? For sure. Us, you know, through the homies outside the 3 Live crew too. It is dope to see, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's to your point, to end this, it's a misconception. I think you said it very, very perfect. It's a misconception that black fathers, black fathers are not in their kids' lives. I think it's a myth. We could put that to bed.
Oh, for sure.
It's a misconception, like you said. It's not the truth. Black fathers are actually actively in their kids' lives.
Yep. Facts.
And then on another note, it's like a great balance. Like I'm really high, Champ is low, high, Jonah's low. We all balance each other out in this great nucleus of friends.
Which is important too. I'm not sure.
Is that
I'm not
not
sure
right?
what you mean
Is
by
that
high, high energy.
I'm always
Oh,
like,
okay, I see what you're saying.
you know,
I see what you're saying.
Champ can go either way.
Yep.
You know,
And I'm usually
and you're like usually like, hey, I'm even killed. You're
That's
like,
fair.
yo, you know, because Champ will get active on you. Little do you know.
will.
Yeah, he will.
He will.
I told him. I told him in the gym. I told him in the gym, like, yo, like, hey, Champ. He's like, hey, calm down. Like, he told me to chill. let me go hard on this dude. Did you not do that? And then I'm like, hey, Champ, like, hey, we should do this. He's like, I'm not doing that. And I'm like, whoa, he's feisty today.
No,
He will get on you.
I was direct, and what I was trying to say is like, he was like, do you want to do this? And I was beating around the bush, like, and then he asked again. I said, I don't want to do this.
No, he said
direct.
No. He said no. He looked at me like, if you
nigga,
ask
I don't
me
want
again.
No, what?
It was like that. If you ask me again, look like,
Hey,
like we're gonna have problems.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with saying no. All right,
But how you say no matters.
all right.
Like,
man.
don't be threatening saying no. No.
That
Like
depends.
if you,
That
like
depends.
no, Jonah, he said no. Like,
All right.
ask me again.
So let me ask you real quick. Voting wise, are we? And I'm talking about not at
presidential.
not at the local level, but at the at the presidential level, right? Are we voting?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, because you have. I mean, you should vote.
I feel like we have to.
You should vote, but
You don't have to, but I feel like we have to.
the mid elections mean more to us.
They do for sure.
because that's we can you know have an actual say in that.
You're talking about the ones in June, right? These ones.
No, just the mid elections. So you know, like voting on the senators. And
Oh yeah,
stuff.
yes. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, but the one like the presidential, like
The one in November, right?
the presidential, like the popular vote, does it win?
I mean,
No.
this is the only year I felt like I don't want to vote. Right? Even in 2016, I didn't feel like that.
It's exhausting.
It is. Steven, it's like a mental gymnastics.
It's like a mental gymnastics, and now I feel like I'm being fear mongered amongst right now.
Yes.
Like because I'm gonna be honest, man. I started this year. I was like, I'm not voting.
Yep.
Local wise, I'm voting for sure.
Yeah,
But I said I'm not voting. Is it the federal level or is it the presidential level? I don't know. We'll correct us, please. But I said I'm not voting in November. I was like, but now I told wifey, I feel like I gotta vote.
Yeah, you should just vote.
Is dictatorships happening? Like I'm like, what? Like if you is it Project 2025? I don't know what it is, but if that I forgot exactly what it is, but basically they're cutting out the Department of Education, cutting out the Department of I think not revenue, but it might be revenue, but something else, cutting out all the government, right? And then setting it up to where president cannot be can stay in office. I don't know the specifics to it, but there's a way that he's in that project or whatever it's called, the amendment, the bill that they're trying to push, whatever that is. It's where you can set yourself up to be set in office post.
I don't see that
4 years
passing, obviously, but just the fact that it's even being presented is like, damn, where are we at now?
Exactly. Why? Like even the thought of it being introduced and then introduced to us as far as like fear mongering, right? Like even when I said like I know this is real, I hear senators talk about it a lot, but to your point, is it really going to pass? That's the point. It's like they leave us on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
They're just two bad candidates, though. Like even when
Terrible.
George Bush was in office. He may have been an idiot, but it's just the way he represented a country. By Obama, obviously, like there's a look to a president. Biden's either asleep, giving a speech, and Trump is Trump, right? It's like, damn, how do we choose between these two?
Trump is a thug.
Yeah, he is. He really is. Yeah.
The thuggish bomb.
No, for real, he's a thug. And
Yeah.
You should have.
thug life might be a president again.
Man,
Crazy.
he's literally a felon, right?
He's a thug.
Yeah, literally a felon.
Is he not a thug?
Yeah,
He's a thug, man.
He is.
He operates as that, as thus, right?
A
Like
thug at the highest degree too. 34 counts.
what they criticize, right? He operates as that.
Yep.
Even the other day in this thing, he was being sarcastic. I'll say that, but I don't believe that he really was. He said, "Man, don't die in November. I need your vote. I don't care about you. I need that vote."
Yeah.
And like
crazy.
but like as Trump, as we know, right? That sounds like the truth, right? Sounds like what he would really say, right? Get your ass to the polls.
Yep.
Don't die.
Would you say it like that?
Huh?
Would you kind of say it like that?
No. But you want to though, huh? Because you need that vote.
Yeah, but you think of that though, right? Because you're.
Oh, how he said it?
You know, you're around the same. You know, his birthday's around the same time as yours.
No, Trump's?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But isn't that around
His
the
mar-
same time as yours?
Yeah.
It's like a week away. He's like,
Nah.
just by yours. See how I try to distinguish that?
Kanye West is born with us too, around the same time. So you know, we got some like psychopaths, man.
Man, I don't know.
Narcissist.
I think
Sure.
I want to dive more into this conversation as we grow.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Do a little more education.
As we
Yeah,
get
exactly.
closer to
Yep.
as we get closer to, I know the local election, I think for Aurora is June 25th. I just saw it.
That's when I'll vote.
Yes.
That's when that really matters for me because you can really sway
put
that
mine in
vote.
for-
There's a guy that's voting too. That's
because you're
ours.
in Denver,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know what
there's a
I'm
guy
saying?
that's I can't think of his name right now. He's like a black guy.
Idris. It's Idris or something like that, right?
Okay.
I forgot his last name, man. I'm gonna shout you out in a better post, but
Yes,
Idris,
man,
I
yeah.
forgot his last name. And that's what it is too, right? We'll get into it, man. Hey, real quick, I want to end this with a shout out to Father's Day. Shout out to my dope homies that are fathers.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing y'all thing,
Shout
man.
out to Pilot's View.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pilot's View
Always
Studios.
shout out to Pilot's View.
Always, man. Keeping it dope. As you see, we switching shit up.
Yep.
Courtesy of Pilot's View Studios. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's been another dope ass episode.
Yes, it has.
3 Live Crew. Champ.
Jay Lefty.
Your boy G.
Hey, hit him with that.